Herencia is more than a memory. It is the markets, murals, neighborhoods, and sacred spaces that have carried our stories for generations. Across the United States, Latinx landmarks stand as testaments to resilience, creativity, and survival. Yet too often, these places are erased, displaced, or forgotten. That's why Latinos in Heritage Conservation created the Endangered Latinx Landmarks program, the first of its kind, dedicated to identifying and protecting Latinx heritage sites that face immediate threat. Today, we're proud to introduce the 13 sites on the 2025 Endangered Latinx Landmarks list. Each represents a vital piece of our history, our culture, and our future. Let's take a closer look. Anita's Street Market, Tucson, Arizona. A beloved family-owned business and cultural hub, Anita's Street Market has been feeding generations with traditional Sonoran food since 1984. More than a market, it's a place where recipes, memories, and community pride are passed down. Today, it faces pressures of rising costs and urban redevelopment, threatening its role as a cultural anchor. Barrio Chihuahuita, El Paso, Texas. As the oldest neighborhood in El Paso, Chihuahuita has been called the Ellis Island of the West. For generations, it's been a first home for Mexican immigrants and a cradle of bi-national identity. Gentrification, border militarization, and neglect now place this community in peril. El Corazón Sagrado de la Iglesia de Jesús, Ruidosa, Texas. This adobe church, once the heart of a rural border community, is a rare surviving example of vernacular religious architecture. It holds memories of faith, festivals, and family. However, erosion and abandonment now threaten its survival. Elgin Mexican Cemetery, Elgin, Texas. This historic cemetery, established by Mexican-American families, reflects stories of migration, labor, and community belonging. Despite its cultural importance, it suffers from neglect and lack of recognition, making it vulnerable to loss. Grand Performance Mural, Oakland, California. This vibrant mural in Oakland celebrates the city's Latinx community and its contributions to art and activism. It tells stories of migration, music, and resistance, but weathering effects, neglect, and redevelopment pressures put its future at risk. Las Barracas, Longmont, Colorado. Originally constructed as a World War II military barracks, the structure was later repurposed by the Tanaka family in the late 20th century to house Mexican migrant farm workers. Today, the site stands as a powerful link to the intertwined histories of war, labor, culture, and displacement. Ongoing vandalism and deterioration highlight the systemic exclusion of Latinx labor history from mainstream preservation efforts. Murales de la Calle 24, San Francisco, California. San Francisco's Calle 24 corridor is home to powerful murals that celebrate Chicano, Central American, and indigenous heritage. These murals tell stories of struggle and celebration, yet they remain vulnerable to gentrification and displacement of the very community that created them. Our Lady of Guadalupe, Vietnam Veterans Memorial Mural, Chicago, Illinois. This mural honors the sacrifice of Mexican-American soldiers who served in Vietnam. It is one of the few memorials recognizing Latinx veterans, yet it faces deterioration and a lack of formal protection. Plaza del Cerro, Chimayo, New Mexico. Plaza del Cerro is one of the last surviving Spanish colonial plazas in the Southwest, dating back to the 1700s. It embodies centuries of community, faith, and resilience. But deterioration and lack of investment threaten this historic site. San Felipe de Neri Carriage House, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Next to one of the oldest Catholic parishes in New Mexico, the Carriage House has been central to community life. As preservation attention lags, it risks being lost, taking with it part of Albuquerque's deep cultural fabric. Silver Platter Bar, Los Angeles, California. The oldest surviving Latinx LGBTQ+ bar in Los Angeles, the Silver Platter has been a sanctuary for immigrant, queer, and trans Latinx communities since the 1960s. Redevelopment plans now threaten to erase this rare and vital space of safety and belonging. Unity Mural, Washington, D.C. In the nation's capital, the Unity Mural reflects the strength and solidarity of immigrant communities. It has been a visual declaration of presence in a city that has often marginalized Latinx voices. Today, redevelopment and neglect put this cultural landmark at risk. Maxa Youth Center, San Jose, California. The Mexican American Community Services Agency Youth Center, built in 1995 in East San Jose for Latinx youth, featured a postmodern design, significant for its powerful yet playful symbolism, blending postmodern and pre-Columbian influences on a grand civic scale. After its closure in 2015, it deteriorated and faced vandalism. In 2024, demolition was postponed until at least August 2025 to allow community preservation efforts. However, in the early morning of August 29, 2025, a 3-alarm fire severely damaged the building. While the damage is extensive, early assessments indicate that significant portions may still be intact, including the gymnasium and the iconic main entrance. The Si Se Puede Collective, along with the School of Arts and Culture and Somos Mayfair, is now calling on the Alum Rock Union School District to protect these surviving elements and to commit to reconstruction. Preservation Action Council of San Jose strongly supports this position, as community partners continue to advocate for the center's restoration and repurposing into a multi-use community asset for East San Jose residents. Support the rebuilding of the structure by visiting the link displayed in the video. These 13 sites represent only a fraction of Latinx heritage across the United States. Each carries the weight of our ancestors' sacrifices, our community's struggles, and our enduring creativity. Their survival is not guaranteed, but together, we can change that. By raising awareness, sharing these stories, and supporting preservation, we can ensure these places and the memories they hold remain vibrant for future generations. Because herencia is more than a memory. It is our legacy, it is our future, and it deserves to be protected.